Another day of the experiment of trust, day 14. Welcome. How is your journey of trust going? Mine is going with ups and downs. Like, there are days when I'm fully trusting, and there are days when I believe everything is falling apart and I don't know how to hold myself. And what I'm seeing is that not trusting goes hand in hand with anxiety. And let's go to Proverbs 3, where we can read about trusting God. Trusting God with your heart, your mind, and your soul, and do not trust on your own understanding. Because we tend to fall back to our own understanding. We tend to lean on our own understanding. We tend to not trust because our circumstances do not show that anything is going to happen. And that's why we don't trust it, because we can only lean on our own understanding, because we have to we have to understand that something is going to happen, and we have to be able to see how that will happen in order for us to believe it will happen. So if we don't see it, if we lean on our own understanding, there is no trust. There is no trust that something supernatural will happen. We just simply don't do that. So trust in God with all your heart, your soul, your mind. Don't lean on your own understanding. Don't look at your circumstances to see if you can trust God. Trust God in spite of the circumstances. Trust God in the messy. Life is messy. Life is all about chaos. God creates from chaos. We create from chaos. And when you get to that place where you feel like you're not trusting and there is anxiety, look up to Him. Just be with Him. Just sit with Him. Just allow yourself to relax. Breathe out. And all you have to do is breathe in the light of God with every breath that you take. And know that you are in oneness with Him. That you are choosing to be aligned with Him. That you are choosing to let the light in. And to let Him fill you up with His light. What else is required for you? Is anything more important than being still? Be in oneness with God. Allow Him to fill you up with His light. And ask if anything else is important. And what do you perceive when you're doing that? When you're simply breathing, connecting to the light of God, allowing Him to touch you and to fill you up, allowing to show you where he is. And if you want, you can do this and you can sit here for as long as you want. But just connect with him. Breathe in. God's light. And just perceive his energy around you. And if you want, you can just close your eyes and just listen to that sound. What do you hear? What kind of sound do you hear? What do you feel in your body? You know, the anxiety comes up because that devil will never stop whispering in your ear. He will never. But he will always come up with the same old story. Nothing is new. He will remind you of everything that you've been unsure about. Or maybe too sure, right? Too sure you would fail, too sure you're not good enough, too sure you're not worth it. So he's using that. And he will always return to you and come back with the same old story to not believe. And it's easy to believe because if something happens in your circumstances which gives him space to tell you, see, it's happening again. It doesn't mean that it's happening again. It could be that it looks like it, but it's not true because something else is going on, or there's a reason something is happening or something is not happening. But he will use that space in between when it looks different, and he will use the proof of the circumstances to convince you of what he wants you to believe. God works differently. God says, trust me, you won't see it, you will see it when it shows up. And go back to those times when you're like, oh, that's right. This is divine intervention. This is not a coincidence, right? Those moments when suddenly things showed up, when suddenly things came together. But that's not how the devil works. The devil takes your circumstances, shows them to you, and it's like, see, everything is going wrong. People are not here with you. People are staying away. You see? Believe me. And we are always ready to believe that. We are always ready to believe what we see. It kind of makes sense. But God doesn't care about your circumstances. God doesn't care about that. He only cares about what he is working on for you, for your highest good. So use that as discernment to know what's going on. It's easy for the devil to use your circumstances and just say, you see what's going on? That is failing. That's not working out. That person is not interested in you. That company is not interested in you. Your family doesn't care about you. Do you see? They're all gone. He uses circumstances to wheel you in And it makes it easy for you to believe him. And it's harder to believe God, because God does the supernatural. That's why it doesn't look like it's going to happen that way. That's why God is a miracle worker. That's why you can ask for miracles. So everywhere where you've decided miracles can't happen, destroy, not create that, right, wrong, good, bad, buckle, 100 shorts, boys, popes, crease, space, symbionts. Everywhere where you decided the devil must be right because he shows you the circumstances. Let's destroy, not create that, right, wrong, good, bad, buckle, 100 shorts, boys, popes, crease, space, symbionts. I mean, he can use the circumstances, but the circumstances are a result from a previous choice, right? Something that you've chosen in the past that has showed up right now. So he can use that, but that is not your future. That's a past choice. So what else can you choose? You can choose that again by believing what he said and then believing it again, and what you believe will show up again, right? Because everything that you believe is true. Well, what else can you believe? What else is available for you? What can you believe that you have not yet seen? What is available that you can allow to show up, no matter the circumstances? Take that, and I'll see you tomorrow.